What's going on? New box Antinomic theory. Time for the box review. Now, I know this box doesn't seem like much, and it probably isn't, because the last two boxes were busted. But we got some really interesting cards in here. We really do. And we could tell that Konami is now advertising the new T.G. support. Yes, T.G.s. I remember playing T.G.s in the meta, guys. I remember playing them in the meta. Very good deck. They used to spam a lot. Wasn't like completely degenerate like Black Wings, or I know I've heard about Chris Jones being pretty crazy with their synchros, but TJ's put in some work. They put in some good work because the 5 monster zones, they abused it pretty well. And I figured out how we could do it in a 3 monster zone. Konami actually came up with a skill, so there's a hint. There's a skill that helps this out. So speaking of, let's start off with the first card of the review. I want to make sure it looks good on Yellen. I'm going to go down a little bit. T.G. Halberd Cannon. Level 12. 1 tuner synchro monster plus 2 or more non-tuner synchro monsters. 4,000 attack, 4,000 defense, dude. Not going to be easy getting over this bad boy. Must be synchro summoned and cannot be special summoned by other ways. Once per turn during either player's turn, when a monster or monsters would be summoned, you can negate the summon, and if you do, destroy that monster. This card must be face up on the field to activate and to resolve this effect. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can target 1 TG monster in your graveyard, special summon that target. So when a monster would be summoned, I think it negates, I don't know if it negates summons by spell cards. I think it does. Nope, because it missed what misses time. I think this negates inherent summons. Yeah, it's just like Roach. It negates inherent summons. So there's a big downside there. I think. T.G. Halberd Cannon, huh? Look it up. Trying to looking at rulings. Is summoned through its own inherent. Yep, it can only negate inherent summons. Yep, because of the win effect. Hey, what's going on, Maydoc? What's going on? Oh yeah, Pod Chaperonis has been here. Yep, they have, Maydoc. Yep, they have. Alright, so this does negate. So this only negates inherent summons, just like Roach, as we suspected. That's one big downside, because Despot can still come out and he can't negate it. Neos, Invokes, all of that other stuff. So that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad, I won't lie. But it's still a big monster. When this card is sent from the graveyard, so if this card is sent to the graveyard, we can special summon a TG monster in our graveyard. So that's good. Unfortunately, this card cannot be special summoned by the way, so he can't bring himself back. Now, if it said must first be synchro summoned, then it could be able to bring himself back. But he must be synchro summoned and cannot be special summoned by the way. That means if you destroy him, he can't bring himself back. Unfortunately. So this is going to be the boss monster to try to get out, it seems. So this is going to be the boss monster to try to get out, and there's a way to do that. On to the next one. Bahamut Shark, 2 level 4 water monsters. Once per turn, you can detach one material from this card, special summon one rank 3 or lower water XYZ from your extra deck. This card cannot attack for the rest of this turn. Guys, there's cards that work with Bahamut Shark. There's cards that work with Bahamut Shark. So let's check out cards. Monster XYZ rank 3. Water. Released. Alright, so we got Nightmare Shark. When this card is special summoned, you can attach one level 3 water monster from your hand or your side of the field to this card as an XYZ material. Once per turn, you can detach one XYZ material from this card and then you can attack directly. So if you guys have Nightmare Shark, you can spring him out with Bahamut Shark. You could even equip the Bahamut Shark that you just used to Nightmare Shark just to attack directly. Or you can grab monster from in hand if you want to keep the Bahamut Shark on the field. So for those worried about, oh, it doesn't have any material when it's special summoned, that's where you're wrong. You already do on the field, the Bahamut Shark. Even if you have nothing in hand, you can literally do this with Nightmare Shark. Like attack directly for lethal, maybe Titan Showdown or in the water deck. If you want it, maybe a cheaper water build. If you want to start getting it rolling early, this is a route you could take. Nightmare Shark. We have a Mermail Abyss Strike. Now this card also, during the player's turn when your opponent targets exactly one Mermail, you can detach one XYZ material from this card attack. Now it targets this card. When this card is destroyed, sent to the graveyard, you can target one Mermail monster in your graveyard. So Abyss Strike for Mermail decks. Now you could go, instead of just trying to use all your resources to try to go into this card, you could use the skill and then special summon this card out. Easy, right? Easy. They're making it easier to bring out these hard to bring out monsters. I love it. I love cards that do that because now it opens up a lot of plays because you have it's a lot less resource intensive to make a monster that you've been wanting to use. Now, if you're worried about Abyss Strike not having any XYZ material, here's a card that you can throw in your deck. I think it was Slide Open. If an XYZ monster is special summoned to your field, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. If you have an XYZ material, so if an XYZ monster is special summoned to your field while this card is in your graveyard, so at the same time you detach the special summon with Bahamut Shark, you could use his effect. You can target one of those XYZ monsters, attach this card to it as a material. So bam, there she go. Now you got both of her effects. Did I not make myself clear yet? The power plays. The power play. You already got one card that seems like it's worth it to go for in this box. We're already establishing something. Let's go back. All right, let's go back to oh wait, I'm screwing this out. I'm putting in search by card. Water, XYZ, level 3, released. On to the next one. All right, we got this one. Inflicts 50 damage. Not really worth talking about. Leviathan is a possible. It's a possible thing to go to. Leviathan. It doesn't have any XYZ, but if you use Slido-Fin, it gains 2,500. Zen Mighty. Special summon a wind up from your deck. Make some plays with Zen Mighty with Slido-Fin. Equip Zytofit, Zen Mighty, activate its effect. Bring out another monster. There'll probably be some potential plays there. Who knows? That, you know, there's a lot of plays you could do. There's a lot of plays you could do. And for the creative people up in there, for all the creative people who plays this game, man, this is a gift from Konami. Bahamut Shark. Let's go. What are y'all talking about in the chat? What's going on, Andretti? Nay, Rogues, Boom, Clueless Arguer. Four cards that will make Bahamut absolutely busted. Yeah, Rogue. Ribarian Sharp was Rikka. It's not even in the game. Yep, you're welcome, Water Decks. Be even more busted. Alright. Next card, King of the Feral Imps. So this is a generic 2 level 4 monsters, rank 4, 2300 attack. I remember this card in the TCG. Once per turn, detach one XYZ material from this card. Add one reptile monster from your deck to your hand. What reptile monsters do we have in the game? If I could even move. Thing just doesn't like listening to me. I think my mouse is acting up, guys. All right, there we go. All right, there we go. Sorry, I'm just like, it's acting weird. All right, so we'll go by popularity. We'll work our way down from here. Kenzashi has store. We could add an Uma. Subterrors. You could add Uma to our hand. Ananta to our hand. Vasky to our hand. Gale Lizard. Kage Tokage. Mass Chameleon. This could be used in Aliens. Aliens could very use this card. Definitely. Add an Ammonite to the hand. Speaking of Aliens. Worms. Worms. We could add a Hex or whatever we need to add. Evil Tiles. Maybe. We got an Overlord. So, some spicy little decks. I think Subterror's going to probably be the top priority at this point. But Ananta is pretty interesting, as well as Mass Chameleon is pretty good as a follow-up. Follow-up Mass Chameleon, Alien Ammonite for alien decks. Interesting. Okay. Okay, I see it. I see it. This is gonna be a fun little card. Box comes out, probably. Alien, yeah. Aliens. At that Cobra jar, heck yeah. All right, what's the next card? All right, we're jumping into the first TG of the box. It's a UR Sea Serpent Tuner, TG Screw Serpent. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can target one level 4 or lower TG monster in your graveyard, except TG Screw Serpent. Special summon that monster, but its effects are negated. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one TG monster you control. Increase or reduce its level by 1 until the end of this turn. You can only use each effective TG Screw Serpent once per turn. So you can use both of its effects once per turn. So after you can special summon, you can use them in the graveyard, reduce a level. So one level 4 lower TG, you could change this level. Pretty good. So this card's probably going to be, like I said, one of the main cards that's going to help you synchro summon, as it does have a summon effect that allows you to special summon from your graveyard and go into a free TG synchro monster. You can also go into anything else, but yeah, you're pretty much going to anything else too. It doesn't limit you to that, but most likely you're probably going to use it for other cards. T.G. Drillfish. This card can attack directly. You can only use each of the following effects. T.G. Drillfish once per turn. If all monsters you control are T.G. monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. When a T.G. monster you control inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can target one monster your opponent controls. Destroy it. So, dude, this card's nice, man. You could just use summon to get rid of a monster. All you gotta do is just summon this card, attack, and if they don't do anything about this card, your opponent's monsters pop no matter what. So let's say your opponent brings out Spirit Dragon and they literally do nothing and you attack directly, your Spirit Dragon is gone. Unsuspecting duelist, beware. Beware. This is what I'm telling you. This card's going to win against Blue Eyes so badly because people aren't going to read this card and don't know how this card works. During the damage step, you're going to be able to pop their Spirit Dragon. Summon, attack directly, pop their Spirit Dragon. Got him! That's crazy, man. That's crazy. So, would you believe me if I told you these are the only two cards you need in your hand, including a certain skill in Synchro Monster, to bring this guy out? Would you believe me if I told you it was a 2-card combo? Would you believe me? Chat, tell me now. Would you believe me if I said this is all you need in your hand? This is all you need in your hand. Would you believe me? Yes? I know one of y'all tested it already. Nope. It's too easy, man. It's too easy. It took me a little bit to figure it out, but I figured it out. And you can bring this bad boy out, man. You can. You can. It is possible. On to the next one. Now we got another new archetype in the game. Snowdrop, the Rika Fairy. Water, level 8. Plant effect. You contribute one plant monster. Special summon both this card and one other plant monster from your hand. Also, you cannot special summon for the rest of this turn except plant monsters. You can target one plant monster you control. All plant monsters you currently control become that monster's level until the end of this turn. You only use each effect to Snowdrop the Rika once per turn. Same thing, you use both of its effects once per turn. That's very good. So, you contribute any plant monster, special summon her, and another plant monster at the same time. But watch out, because this effect gets cocked by Spirit Dragon. Because they're summoned at the same time. I think. Yeah. And you're restricted to plant monster summons. Also, you could target a plant monster. So if you special summon that plant monster, you could target that plant monster that you special summon, and all of their levels become that level. So if you have a level 6, all of them could become level 6. Level 4, all of them could become level 4. Level 1, all of them could become level 1. Sylvan Princess Sprite, anybody? Just saying, that's the way to play. You could do some plays with this card. This card could let you pretty much, you know, it has to be a plant. It's restricted to plant. But maybe next turn, you survive, you special summon this card. You use its effect. Go into the card that'll help you win that duel. And there you go. Alright, let me move on over. And hopefully y'all can see it. Lantern Shark. 1500, so we got some more water support. if this card is normal or special summoned, you can activate this effect. Special summon 1 level 3, 4, or 5 monster from your hand to defense position. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from your extra deck for the rest of this turn except XYZ monsters. You can only use this effect Lantern once per turn. If this card is used for the XYZ summon of a wild monster, it can be treated as a level 3 or 5 monster. So you could bring out a rank 3 or a rank 5 with this card. Not bad. Also, you can special summon from your hand if he's normal or special summon, which can create some combos right there. So you are like I always say, URs are normally like combo cards, or normally like cards that are really good in combos or the result of a combo and just have a powerful effect. So there's been a pattern with URs that I've noticed with box openings, and every time I see a UR card, it can't just be too bad, but let's say most of the time, they're good in their own right. You just got to discover the combo with them. That is all. But most of the time, there's a reason why they're a UR. Most of the time, just because, like I said, their combos can be pretty sickening, or at least decent. But yeah, let's see what card comes with this as we go through the box. Witch of the Black Forest. I think this is the last card from the selection box, guys. This is a card I would personally go for 3 because I don't have none of her. I've been wanting to play decks with her so badly. Like, I'm surprised more people don't even play Witch of the Black Forest. I'm about to abuse her once I get her. I'm about to abuse the heck out of her when I get her, man. So yeah, definitely look out for Witch of the Black Forest plays from me. Definitely gonna play this card a lot. Can't wait. But I think this is the last UR from the selection box. So from the Legionnaire selection box. So finally, now all we're gonna be doing is expecting it from the new selection box we have with the gold gadget and all that. I just hope we get Ouroboros soon, because Ouroboros with the Star Surf engine is too good. Like, if you're gonna pay to get a card, you gotta go for Ouroboros, and it's an easy card to get. So definitely, I think that's probably the best card in that selection right now. Mystical Space Typhoon. For those who know, but I always gotta say it as a disclaimer in a form of a question. Chat, does MST negate? Does MST negate? Does it negate? Does it? You're wrong. MST does not negate. Okay, it negates head judging and field spells and continuous spells and maybe even some equips. But it don't negate. MST doesn't negate Karma Cut. Stop. It doesn't negate Karma Cut. I know some of y'all have heard that said. A lot of y'all heard that said. MST negates, man. And the meme card is here. Finally in Duel Links, guys. MST. Now, I know there's a discussion between this card and Cosmic Cyclone. Now, Cosmic Cyclone I still see has better usage due to the viability with skills that require losing life points to activate, banishing cards rather than destroying them, because there's some cards that you would want destroyed, like back row cards that you would actually want destroyed, where Cyclone's just better at it. But there's decks that where MST will shine in, mainly, and might bring back possibly, depending on how you play with it. And it's a structured deck called Ancient Gears. What was the last equip spell that we used to play with Ancient Gears that like was very situational, only was used really to pop our stuff? Typhoon? Well, this thing just, the Typhoon just upgraded into a mystical space Typhoon. Oh no, I forgot what it was called. But yeah. So it's 10 times better. It evolved. Cyclone negates as well. Not double Cyclone. But yeah, I mean, who needs double Cyclone if you have MST? I mean, double Cyclone does get rid of your opponent's back row and yours to create a double combo there. But Mystical Space Typhoon, there's another quick play, but yeah, I mean, Mystical Space Typhoon I think is going to be very useful because you could use it depending on any player's turn. You can use to pop your card or your opponent's. Timing is everything. And I always tell y'all, man, in this game, timing is everything. Mystical Space Typhoon is one of those cards where timing is literally everything. And on a pro level, this card can be very, very useful. Because, like I said, Cosmic Cyclone doesn't fit in Ancient Gears. This card does. So remember that. That's all the URs. These are some pretty good URs, man. These will be good URs for the reasons I will show y'all later on. This is a good UR because you can special summon any plant monster. And I'll show y'all the best plant monster that you should special summon with this card. Lantern Shark, good combo-oriented card. Witch of the Black Forest, really busted card. So if you don't have this in the selection box, you want 3 of her, man. Just, you know, don't be mad if you get her, man. I say this is a very good card. The Search, this card searches too with 1500 less defense. It doesn't even matter about the attack. You can search a lot of cards with this card. This card's busted, man. This card's very busted, so I definitely think people should be happy if they get this card. This isn't no filler card. Like, I mean, I can see they're filling it from the selection box, but I'm glad I don't have any of her because I never really needed to use her immediately. But I think I'm gonna start now since we have her. I think I'm gonna use her more. She's a really good searcher. On to the SRs. Number 87, Queen of the Night. Our first 3 level 8 ranked monster. Plant XYZ, a beefy 3200 attack and 2800 defense. This is a beefy card. What's already good that I noticed about this card is it can attack over Spirit Dragon. It's already good. It's gonna about 3 level 8 monsters to bring her out. That's gonna be tough though. Let's see if her effects makes it worth it. Once per turn, during either player's turn, you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card, then activate one of these effects. Target 1 set spell and trap card your opponent controls while this card is face up on the field. That set card cannot be activated. Target 1 plant monster on the field, change that target to face down defense position. Target 1 face up monster on the field, that target gains 300 attack. 3 effects to where you could use one of them during either player's turn. And you could use them continuously. It's not like Ouroboros to where you use one of the effects, you can't use them anymore. No, you could target a back row, it can't be activated. Next turn, target a back row, it can't be activated. On the next turn, you target a back row, it can't be activated. The back row is locked. Think about it like that. Or for 3 turns, you could pretty much bring up a monster to 900 more attack. So if you're trying to boost over a monster, she could target herself as well. So she could go up to 4,100 attack. That's beefy, and it's permanent. It's permanent, guys. It is permanent. Also, target 1 plant type monster on the field, change that target to face down defense. You could dodge Karma Cut. She will allow you to dodge Karma Cut. I know y'all love to hear that. Witch over Sangan. Yes. Time don't matter if you're on toggle out. Screw you guys. I saw that when you posted the Discord. Book of Moon as a monster. Well, if your opponent's running plants, it really cucks them. But yeah, you can book them in your own monster to escape situations. You know, worst case. Or you can buff them up, get them stronger. Or you could just stop your opponent's back row. It's freaking insane. Freaking insane, guys. Let's move on. Gachi Gachi Gantetsu. We finally have this card. What took Konami so long? Generic rank 2 Rock XYZ. This is like one of the first XYZs that came out, I think. Gachi Kentetsu. 500 attack, 1800 defense. So we got a wall here. If this face-up card would be destroyed, you can detach one XYZ from this card instead. Face-up monsters you control gain 200 attack and defense for each XYZ material attached to this card. So 400 attack and defense boost from this card. Now this is going to be the card I'm going to play in my guess. Starts with a K, ends with an S. What deck brings out rank level 2s? Chat, hurry up and answer my questions. What was the first level 2? Yeah, crawlers. Nay knows. Yeah, so for those who don't know, I played crawlers, clapping everybody. We're just adding to the toolbox. Gachi Kentetsu. Welcome! Screw you, Kaiser. I clap you with them crawlers just as bad, just for saying that. Oh, I might play it on your account later, so you better watch your mouth. All right. Fairy Knight and Gunnar. Finally, we got this card. I've been talking about this card for ages. For a certain deck I've been needing it in, man. Let's read its effect. Rank 6, generic. 3 level 6 monsters, though. Plant XYZ. 2200 attack and a beastly wall of 3000 defense. Once per turn, you can detach 2 XYZ materials from this card. Return all other cards on the field to the hand. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to this effect's activation. So they can't even negate it with counter traps. Or they can't activate counter traps. They can't misjudge. They can't bad aim. So this is the card I've been wanting for my Hazies, man. Hazy Flame. Welcome Fairy Knight and Gunnar into your deck. On my Hazy account, I'm going for this card next. I'm going for it next. I am 100% going for this card next. Send all cards on the field to the hand, non-targeting, guys. Spirit Dragon gets cucked by this. What else gets cucked by this? If Cocytus was still in the game, this card cucks it. Lunalight Saber Dancer gets cucked by this. If you go in Gunnar into a big field, wreck them. Just send it all. Clap some Black Wings with this card. They say summon the whole field. You go in Gunnar with Hazies, send it all back. They have to come up with a freaking comeback play. Let's go. In Gunnar, you go against Witchcrafters. They have to activate as soon as Gunnar is on the field because they can't chain to it. Here's my promotion. You already got yours. You ain't getting no more. Hazy support. Yes. What about Comic-Con and Summon? Hazy's played True Nade, buddy. What you got to say to that? What you got to say? No, but like smart players, they're not going to summon in Gunnar on back row. You're only going to do that if your opponent just has a hard monster field. Like that's why in Gunnar is going to be really good because it's right when you least expect it. They're going to bring it out on a Noble Knight field. You play past their back row, you survive, you bring out 2 level 6s, you go in Gunnar, you completely wreck their field. They can't chain to you because if you activate and they chain the trap, then all of that stuff gets sent to the hand and they can't pop. This could hurt Noble Knights as well. Delteros can't get its effect going. This card's really busted in Hazies, man. And it gives us an out to Evil Eyes. So yeah, Hazy support and the new Rika support. So definitely expect that. And I wouldn't be surprised if they played this in Thunder Dragons too. Someone tech this in Thunder Dragons, so watch out for that as well. Next card, T.G.s Star Guardian, and another piece to the pie for the 2-card combo I was telling you guys about earlier. Let's find out why. Level 5, Synchro Tuner. 1 tuner plus 1 non-tuner TG monster. 100 attack, 2200 defense. Once per chain during your opponent's main phase, you could immediately after this effect resolves synchro summon, use this card you control. You can only use each of the following effects of TG Star Guardian once per turn. If this card is special summoned, you could target 1 TG monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. During your main phase, you can special summon 1 TG monster from your hand that you just added back to hand. Are y'all getting the picture now? Or do I need to paint a better one? Summon, special, synchro. Come back, activate effect, special, summon, synchro into another non-tuner level 5. 2 of the requirements are met. 2 or more non-tuner synchro monsters. We got the tuner synchro monster and we got a non-tuner synchro monster on the field. That's 10. And as y'all saw from the event, you could already make that level 10 monster. Am I getting to you, chat? Am I freaking getting to you? Now we just need a level 2 synchro monster. How do we get that out? All that and more in a minute. It's starting to click, isn't it? It's starting to click, isn't it? Y'all need a visual description. Don't worry, it's going to happen. I will give y'all it after this review. Meliconda, Netherlord of the Burning Abyss. Burning Abyss support is here, and they're finally in Duel Links. So we got a little bit of support at Burning Abyss. Will we get more in the future? Who knows? I'm still waiting on Grado, but let's read its effect. It's a level 6 Dark Ritual Fiend monster. 2700 attack, 2200 defense. Decent stats. You can ritual summon this card with good and evil in the Burning Abyss. Must be ritual summoned and cannot be special summoned by other ways. Damn. Once per turn, during either player's turn, you can send 1 Burning Abyss monster from your hand to the graveyard, then target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls until the end of this turn. That monster loses attack and defense equal to the attack and defense of the Burning Abyss monster sent to the graveyard this way. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can target 1 card on the field, send it to the graveyard. Ooh! What an effect, guys! So not only that it reduces attack, making it hard to attack over, it also, if you remove it, it removes your monster or your back row as well. You're gonna definitely want to bring this card out. Also, it's a ritual level 6. Don't we got Jin monsters to make this untargetable? Oh, I think we do. Let that sink in, how crazy this can get. Master of Rights 2, with this card, monster effects, pretty much you can't do nothing. I'm untargetable. You're gonna have to attack over me, buddy, or Legionnaire, and then I remove your Legionnaire. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It is not bad at all. It is not bad at all. On to the next card. TG Werewolf. TG, another one. I remember this card in TCG, definitely. This was the original T.G.s. Level 3, Beast Warrior. Effect. When a level 4 or lower monster is special summoned, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand once per turn during the end phase. If this card is in your graveyard because it was destroyed on the field and sent there this turn, you can add one TG monster from your deck to your hand. So TGs, they all have this last effect to where you can add a TG monster from your deck to your hand when they're destroyed. And it's not by your opponents, it's just destroyed in general. So if you destroy it by yourself, you get its effect. Also, you could special summon Drillfish or use Serpent to special summon, and Werewolf will activate in the hand in special summon. So there's some combos there as well. Just a little bit of something to think about when you're thinking about your combos. Mudan, the Rika Fairies. So we're in the more Rika support. More plants. Level 6, plant effect. You can tribute one plant type monster. Special summon this card from your hand. If this card is normal summoned or special summoned by the effect of a plant monster, you can add one Rika spell and trap card from your deck to your hand. So, Mudan the Rika Fairy is special because if you activate her effect, right? If you tribute and you special summon her, it's technically by the plant monster's effect, so you get her effect to search. So she pretty much is just a searcher once you summon her. Also, you can tribute a plant monster just like Snowdrop does. So it seems the common theme here is to tribute up any type of plant monster, special summon these cards. You can also go Snowdrop into her, go into a level 6. I mean a rank 6, sorry. And Rika spells and traps. We haven't talked about him yet because we haven't ran into him yet. So let's see what spells and traps that she will search for when you special summon her by tributing a plant type monster. Buzzsaw Shark. All right, let me go over a little bit. Buzzsaw Shark. Level 4, Fish effect. You can target one water monster you control, special summon from your deck in defense position. One fish monster with the same level as that monster, but with a different name. And if you do, it cannot activate its effects this turn. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of this turn except XYZ monsters. You can only use this effect of Buzzsaw Shark once per turn. If this card is used for the XYZ summon of a water monster, it can be treated as a level 3 or 5 monster. So, Lantern and Shark, very good combos. These two cards could create a rank 3, a rank 4, or a rank 5 of a water monster, though. That's the bad part about it. Now, if it was any, that would have been pretty good, because you could go into, like, freaking go into some popping monsters. But unfortunately, that's not the case. But with this card, you could just summon this card. It targets itself. Special summon Lantern Shark. Possibly special summon from your hand. Or you could go into so I think this kills Mermaid Shark. I think this effectively takes out Mermaid Shark out the deck because you don't need to use the skill anymore. Just a synchro summon now. You could actually make moves where you don't have to use the skill. This might be a new tech in the deck. What was it called? Not Abyss Dweller. Oh no, Silent Angler. Is Silent Angler a fish? And yeah, it is. You can special summon Silent Angler from your deck. Let's check out some more level 4 fish monsters that you can special summon. Fish. Level 4. Released! Abyss Spike for Mermail plays. Wind Up Shark for wind ups. Hammer Shark, the special summon again. Gemini monster. Let's go down. You can pop a back row by going into Deep Sweeper, Double Fin Shark, what else? Normal summon. Abyss Sturge isn't half bad. Oh my god. Golden Flying Fish for an easy pop? Boy, I think their effects negated, right? I'm gonna check it out right now. Or is its effect negated? Oh, it cannot activate its effects this turn. Dang. Alright, so it's just a monster that you could use the XYZ summon with. Okay, never mind. But that would have been nice, dude, with Golden Flying Fish. That's just a 1-card pop. If you needed to. But it's still a 1-card XYZ without using the skill, man. This card's gonna be busted. I'm gonna definitely try out this card in Water XYZ, definitely. I'm gonna run it over Mermaid Shark. Definitely. Cyber Magician, the final piece. Oh, we're gonna talk about it, don't you worry. Don't you worry, Kaze. Another waifu searchers, it's all about tributes. Yes, it is. Water support too. Rika best deck, let's go. Water, not for Water XYZ KW. Golden Flying Fish PTSD. Yeah, y'all remember that meta, huh? Yeah. All that popping was too powerful, man, during that meta. Another water monster, reptile, that you could search with this. Gigabyte, you can search it with King of the Feral Imps. It's a reptile. You can only control 1 Gigabyte if you control a spellcaster type monster. You can special summon this card from your hand. When this card is destroyed by battle or card effect is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 monster with 1500 attack and 200 defense from your deck except Gigabyte. Okay, I see ya. Cool, interesting little card. You can also special summon this card with Buzzsaw Shark. You can also do this, guys. Remember that. Next card, Rika. So our first Rika spell and trap card. One of probably the best card you're gonna want to run at 3, guys. You're gonna want to run this card at 3. When you activate this card, so it's a spell normal, glamour, the glitz and glamour of the deck. When you activate this card, you can also tribute 1 plant type monster. Add 1 Rika monster from your deck to your hand. Then if you tributed a monster when you activated this card, add 1 plant type monster with the same original level as that Rika monster, but with a different name from your deck to your hand. You only activate 1 Rika glamour per turn. So, I was trying this thing out, and you can pretty much activate this card. It already searches for you. The second effect is for the second search. So you got to tribute a plant type monster if you want to get that second search. But you can just activate this card and just search Rika monster pretty much from your deck to your hand. I know there was like the wording here is kind of crazy, but yeah, I was testing this thing out in Yugioh Pro. I mean in EDO Pro, and you can just activate it and it searches for you. But the extra plant type monster, and it's any plant type monster, so it's pretty much a level 6 or level 8 that you could search out with that Rika monster that you just searched if you tribute the plant. Very busted card. You're gonna want to use this to search your Snowdrop, because if you have a plant type monster on the field, you can special summon Snowdrop with that newly searched monster, newly searched level 8 monster that you just searched. And I'm not gonna ruin what I'm about to talk, the level 8 monster that I'ma play in this deck. Y'all can take a guess and I'll tell you if you are right during this review. Very good card for this deck, very powerful. It was like, I was testing out, this card's really good, man. On to the last card of the SRs for Antinomic Theory. Black and White Wave. Well, let's see what chat got to say first. feel like some of these should have been in the shark box. Yeah, I know, right? It's a search, so it has to be at 3. Yep, search is always at 3, man. If you don't play search at 3, you're either broke or you crazy. Pleb crazy, of course. Surprised it's an SR now. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm a spam get this card. Shoot. Knowing me and my whaliness, I'm easily get 3 of you. Spell quick play. Black and white wave. If there's a face-up XYZ monster on the field with a synchro monster as XYZ material, target 1 card on the field, banish that target, and if you do, draw 1 card. A synchro monster as an XYZ material. Chat, any suggestion? Any immediate deck that you already see to use with this card? Because a synchro monster that you're going to XYZ with, it's unheard of in Duel Links. It's unheard of. It's like something of legends, something you see once a millennia. So I would, unless we get insta-fusion, I don't see it happening. And even then, I guess TDs maybe, Spore combo? Spore combo? Yeah! Spore combo! Oh my god, dude, you are right, Kaiser. Jesus Christ. Spore combo. Black and white wave is going to be used with the Spore combo. We're definitely going to test that out, guys. That's our back row. Just like how photons are with theirs, you run 3 of these in a Spore combo deck. The Spore combo support, that's crazy. You guys know we haven't tried out yet? Spore combo Star Seraph engine. Think about it. Think about it, guys. Think about it, man. Oh my god. I should have. Now I want to play it tonight. Now I want to play it tonight. Yeah, Dilmatic. I broke it. Now I want to play. Oh, dude. I guess there's more decks to play, dude. Glad I'm loving the suggestions, man. That's crazy. The extra deck space, though, yeah, exactly. It's gonna be thin. It's gonna, yeah. There's gonna be no space for like any text in there. All right, so we did the URs and SRs. This is the segment where we switch on to some of the rares and normals. If y'all have already stayed tuned this far, then I thank you for doing so. But let's get into the rares. So we got a Rika XYZ rare monster. Okay. Kenzashi, the Rika Queen. Generic as well. Level 6. So we got a Rika XYZ boss monster, 2400 attack, 2400 defense. If a monster is tributed, except during the damage step, you can detach 1 material from this card and target 1 monster in either graveyard, special summon it, but negate its effects. Also, it becomes a plant type monster. If a plant monster you control would be destroyed by a card effect, you could tribute 1 plant type monster from your hand or field. Instead, you could use this. You can use each of these effects once per turn. This card is good. This card is very good. So not only does it combo with your tributing, but if a monster is tributed, so if your opponent tributes a monster, what are some top tier decks where our opponent does some tributing? Here's a good one. Blue Eyes. Tribute Azure Eyes. I special summon your Blue Eyes as a plant type monster. Jesus Christ! Go keys? Take your go keys! Oh, Kaiser, you ruined it! Ding, ding, ding! Titanial in this deck is gonna be so freaking good. Kaiser, dude, Kaiser got such, dude. I remember when Kaiser first got here, man. He evolved so much. So much, man. You evolved so much, bro. You have that duelist third eye, bro. If a Millennium item were to be born, bro, there would be one engraved in your image. You have worked for it, bro. You have worked for it. Congratulations, Kaiser. But yeah, Titanium, man. Titanium. First turn, they can't target you. It just, oh my god. We'll go over that later. But yeah, guys, what other decks that tributes? You done well, my protege. What other decks tribute? We got Goki, Blue Eyes, Hieratics. Clap Hieratics doing that, yeah. Desperado doesn't tribute. The Dark Magician tributes with Rod Engrave. So Taylor's tribute with the Counter Trap. WC Witchcrafters, yep, DMG. You can steal the Witchcrafter monsters. Yep. Witchcrafters. I think that's about it, man, for a lot of the more known about decks. The mirror match, Titanial negate, steal the Titanial, use it against them. They use Econ, they don't have lethal on you because you special summon the monster. Oh no, actually they get their effect, I think. I think they get their effect. Never mind. Econ's actually kind of a cuck there. But yeah, sounds good, guys. Sounds good. All right, on to the next card, man. Yeah, this card's gonna be really busted, dude. This card's gonna be really good. If you know you're gonna go against Blue Eyes, this card wouldn't be bad to go first against. Or Titanial. Mumming the Key Jin. Generic rank 3. Another Jin, some more Jins, man. And it's another water. What is this? This should be a water box. When this card is special summon, you can target one Jin XYZ monster in your graveyard. Special summon it, then you can attach up to 2 cards from your hand to it as XYZ materials. Once per turn, you can detach one XYZ material from this card and target one Jin XYZ monster you control this turn. It can attack your opponent directly. In your graveyard, special summon, then you can attach up to 2 cards from your hand to it as XYZ material. Once per turn, you can detach one XYZ material from this card. Okay, so it special summons a Jin and allows it to attack directly. Okay, cute little card. Shark Caesar, 3 or more level 3 monsters. So you could use your whole field pretty much to bring this card out. Once per turn, you can detach one XYZ material from this card, place 1 shark counter on this card. If this card attacks or is attacked, it gains 1,000 attack for each shark counter on it during the damage step only. So this card is essentially a 2800 beater once it is summoned. You activate its effect, it becomes 28. Next turn, you activate its effect again, it becomes 38. So it can become a good little beater, but it does start off not big enough to get over a 3K. So this card can be useful in some situations. Battle Cruiser Dianthus. 3 level 3 monsters. Plant XYZ. 2100 attack. You can detach 1 XYZ material from this card, inflict 200 damage or 100 damage to your opponent for each card in their hand. You can only use this effective Battle Cruiser Dianthus once per turn. So this card's trash. Alrighty. TG Recipro Dragonfly. Level 2, 1 tuner, 1 non-tuner monster. Once per turn, you can target one other TCG synchro monster you control, send it to the graveyard. I don't know why you would send it to the graveyard, but it might be part of the combo. Who knows? Uh-oh. Then if all the synchro monsters that were used for a synchro summon are in your graveyard, you can special summon all of them. Oh, that might be why. And then Synchro Summon again. Just saying. Genix Alley Triarm. What are y'all talking about in the chat? Don't use Kenzashi? Hope not, Kaiser. Hope not. That'd be kind of annoying. Ritual Raven. Yep. Reprint. Alright, no, get all these TC cards out of my water box. I want a box mainly for TGs. This is a water box. This isn't a TG box. Scam! Genix Controller. So this is a level 6 machine synchro. Genix Controller and a non-tuner monster. This card's effect depends on the attributes of its non-tuner synchro material monsters. Water. Once per turn, you can discard one card to activate one's effect. Wind. Send one random card from your opponent's hand to the graveyard. Water. Select one spell and trap card on the field and destroy it. Dark. Select one face-up light monster on the field. Destroy it and draw one card. So Genix Controller. The fact that you need Genix Controller makes it kind of difficult to use this card unless there's a deck that really uses Genix Controller like that. Maybe Crystron's, but that's about it. Turbo Cannon. All right, let's go. Let's move over. Turbo Rocket plus one or more non-tuner monsters. Once per turn, you can destroy one face-up monster on the field and inflict damage to its controller equal to half of its attack or a quarter in Duel Links terms. To a quarter of its attack. So it has no attack, but you're popping and you're doing damage. And it's non-targeting. Holy crap, guys. Turbo Cannon is non-targeting. You could destroy one face-up monster on the field, guys. Non-targeting. But how do you bring this card out without having to use Turbo Rocket? Konami! That's probably why it's a rare. Because of its summoning edition. I think that might be the case, TNG. I hope not, though. I hope not. Get rid of all of that, man. I don't want to see trash. I don't want to see people go back to playing trash. All right. We got an assault mode variant of this card. Like, summoning it wasn't hard enough. Look how big it is, guys. 4,500 attack, 4,500 defense. Freaking Blue Eyes Ultimate Halberd Cannon right here. Freaking Halberd Ultimate, dude. Alright, so let's read its effects. When your opponent would summon a monster, quick effect, you can negate the summon if you do banish that monster and all special summon monster your opponent controls. Jesus! When this card on the field is destroyed, you can target one TG Halberd Cannon in your graveyard, special summon it, ignoring its summoning conditions. I mean, how do you get this out with assault mode? Maybe with the combo I have with, maybe the combo that I'm about to talk to y'all about today. It'll make it a lot more easier to use even assault mode with this card. Can't wait to show y'all about it. Yeah, buddy, man. I'm telling y'all, man, TG is about to be good, man. I'm about to show y'all. I'm about to show y'all why. And I'm about to show y'all the way to play. TG, Cyber Magician. I remember this card in the TCG. Summon, Synchro Summon. Get your combo started. Spellcaster Tuner, level 1. 0 attack, 0 defense. If this card you control would be used as a single material for a TG monster, TG monsters in your hand can be used as a non-tuner synchro material once per turn during the end phase. If this card is in your graveyard because it was destroyed on the field and sent there this turn, you can add one TG monster from your deck to your hand except TG Cyber Magician. So, like I said, all TG monsters have that effect when it's destroyed. You can get a search. TG Cyber Magician, you can summon this card with a level 4 in your graveyard. I mean, in your hand. Special or TG monster. Go into a level 5 TG monster. Simple as that. Or you can go into Recepro Dragonfly with Magician and a level 1. However you want to, whatever combo you want to do. Rika, the Rika Fairy. Level 6, 2400 attack, 1000 defense. So it has Monarch stats. What are y'all talking about up in chat? One card synchro. Psych Reflect doesn't sound like a bad engine for that deck. It doesn't, Dilmatic. It really doesn't. Something on my 20 card deck just so it could be a brick. Or will it be a brick, Kaiser? Or will it be a brick? Hey, what's going on, Sean? You just in time for me to go through the rares, bro. Where you been at, my man? We're just going over, but don't you worry, man, because I think what y'all don't want to miss out on is when we actually built the decks. Y'all gonna see how broken I'm about to make these freaking decks. All right? Or I'm just gonna at least show y'all the combos if they're not too broken. I'm at least be your combo starter. Call me Chopper, the combo starter. New segment. All right, back to the card though. When an attack is declared involving another plant-type monster you control, you can tribute this card from your hand or face up. That monster you control gains 1,000 attack and defense until the end of this turn. If a plant-type monster you control is tributed while this card is in your graveyard, except damage step, you can special summon this card in defense, but banish it when it leaves the field. But you can't tribute the plant monster to special summoner, so it won't be that useful. Will we use this card? Maybe not, guys. Maybe not. Here's another one. Hailbore, the Rika Fairy. Level 8, water, as all of them are. Plant effect. I'm about to be like, dude, SSA is back. SSA is back, and it's in the form of fairy monsters. They're easy to summon, just draw SSA. Combo package, yeah. You think it's Cyberflector plus Living Fossil? Oh, Sean, I have a better combo. I have an even better one, my guy. Big MILF. Big MILF, the hell boy. Alright, let's read her effect. When your opponent activates a monster effect that targets a monster or monsters you control, while you control a Rikka monster, quick effect, you can tribute this card from your hand or face up. Negate that effect, and if this card is in your graveyard, you can tribute one plant type monster. Special summon this card in defense position, but banish it when it leaves the field. So this card can start effects by just tributing a plant type monster, getting it in the graveyard, special summoning this card as a level 8, go into some XYZ plays. When your opponent activates a card effects, this card could be good for if your opponent hits it with Blue Eyes Alternative. They hit you with the Noble Knight XYZ. They hit you with Rakiri, Negate. What else? Number 70, Negate. What else? M7? Good one, Sean. That's a very good one. What else? Did anything that target you in Cyber Dragons? No. I think those are not the main cards, right? Twin Barrel negates Twin Barrel. I think that's about it. Like the main cards. Oh yeah, trash, pedal trash. But no one runs trash anymore, so I'm glad. Well, I'm not glad. Sean, thank God you're here. Who did you talk to get this man here? This is giving me bad thoughts about what's gonna happen on the ban list. Sean, who did you talk to pull this string? Huh? We don't need trash in this box. We don't need it. We don't need it. All right, Libic, Malbranch of the Burning Abyss. If you control it, so pretty much all of them are. If you control a monster that's not a Burning Abyss monster, destroy this card. You only use one of these effects of Libic of the Burning Abyss once per turn, only once that turn. So these are hard, and you can only use one effect of these two effects per turn. So if you control no spell trap cards, you can special summon this card from your hand. So you can just special summon this card from your hand, but you can't get it sent to the graveyard effect, which is You can special summon one level 3 dark fiend type monster from your hand, but its effects is negated. So you can just special summon. So these guys are good for their special summoning, I think. Just special summon free monsters. Cherubimid, Princess of Autumn Leaves, level 8, attribute 8, attribute Earth, level 8. Not a water, 2800 defense, beefy girl. Your opponent cannot target face-up pen type monsters for attacks except this one. If this card is in your possession, sent to your graveyard by your opponent's card, either by battle or card effect, you can special summon one plant type monster from your deck. I forgot about this card. I remember playing this in a TCG. I gotta play one of this with Titanium, dude. I have to. Imagine you have this, Titanium, and another rank 8 on the field. Is it once per turn? Is her effect once per turn? Well, no, it's not, but you can't bring her back out. But you can special summon her again. And then use her effect again! And you can use Chirumi, special summon Mudan, and then search a Rika card. Or you can special summon Titanium. What happens if I special summon a Rika Fairy? Nothing. But she has a big booty, so 2600 defense, big booty. You also bring out Hellbore, and then you contribute to negating effects. There's combos here, man. There's combos. There's some straight up combos here. What? No one needs to hear that again, Nay. What's going on, AAA? Big booty waffles. Wait, this card played Sylvans. I think so, AAA. I think so. Yeah, we're basically, but yeah, Sean, there's some plays in them. Sacred Druid. When this card is normal summon, you can target one level 4 dark monster in your graveyard with 0 attack on our defense except Sacred Druid special summon that target face up defense position. Its effects are negated. You can only use this effect of once per turn. Okay. So this card, do we have any dark monsters with 0 attack or defense? It's time to go to the old searcher here. Oops. Oh, I can't check my defense here. No! All right, well, we'll look at it later. Infernity Archfiend. The problem is it doesn't get its effect. Yeah. The problem is it doesn't get its effect, unfortunately. I was looking for something that if it goes sent to the graveyard, it gets its effect off. But yeah, we'll check for it later on. That's fine. HGX1, quick play spell. Target one TG monster you control. Its attack and defense each become half its current attack and defense. And if you do, destroy one other spell and trap card on the field. But why not run MST? I guess for the free-to-play players, this is a free-to-play mystical space Typhoon. With the not reducing the attack and defense. So this is your free-to-play mystical space Typhoon, guys. Rika Fairies, spell continuous. If a Rika monster you control is tributed, except during the damage step, you can make your opponent tribute one monster they control, their choice. You can only use this effect to Rika Fairies once per turn. Once per turn during your opponent's end phase. If you control a face-up non-plant monster, destroy this card. Interesting little card. So this is going to be a card we're going to test out with them. Not originally though, because I wasn't liking like what I was having in my hand with it. But a card I did like drawing or searching into was this one. Rika Tranquility Trap card. When you activate this card, you can also tribute one plant monster, special summon one Rika monster from your graveyard in defense position. And if you tributed a monster, when you activate this card, special summon one plant type monster from your graveyard in defense position. So you can just activate this card and special summon a plant type Rika monster from your graveyard, regardless. And if you tributed, then you special summon both of them. What I like about this is you could tribute that plant type monster, special summon, even if it's not a Rika monster, you could special summon a Rika monster from your graveyard, and then special summon the monster that you just tributed. Yeah, I said it. Pretty dope, right? Pretty dope. Embassy Gates, yep. Blast of the Ruins, I remember this old card. Well, you can activate this card if there are 30 or more cards in your graveyard. Inflict 1,500 points of damage to your opponent's life points. So if you have 3 Blasting Ruins on your field and 30 cards in your graveyard, you win. There's a card I want to read. What's that card that flips your graveyard? I mean, play this with Lightsworn. Oh, wait. 30 or more cards in your graveyard? You can't even do it! You have to use a skill. Exchange of the Spirit. You have to use a skill that, like, you have to use, like, the Crystal Beast skill. What is this? What is this? Okay, don't retcon it for Duel-Links. If both players have 15 or more cards in their play, 1,000 life, each player swaps the cards in the graveyard with the players in the cards in their deck and shuffles their deck. But that's if both players, though. That's unfortunate. Just play 60 card grass. Okay. Grandpa cards. Yeah, they're gonna have to damage. You need to activate all 3 of them at once. That's the only way you could sack them. It's the only way you can sack them with this card. Is you would need to run a skill that gives you more than 30 cards, so you can actually be able to use this card without decking out, or do it during your end phase before you deck out with just 30 cards. That's another way. And then inflict 1,500 each, but you have to activate 3 of them, which is the bad part. Maybe you could run this card with Volcanic Counter in a 30 card deck with Volcanic Counter, guys. Because then the Volcanic Counter will do that extra damage to where you can only activate like 1 or 2 of these and win. Maybe. Just maybe. Mayakashi? I don't know. I don't know. Reprint! Reprint! Trash reprint. Reprint, 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 reprint. Remember Copy Plant, guys. Remember Copy Plant. Remember Copy Plant! Alright. On to the normals. Primula, the Rika Fairy. If a monster you control is tributed, you can special summon this card from your hand in defense position. You can target up to 2 plant type monsters you control. Increase their levels by 2 until the end of this turn. You only use each effective Primula, the Fairy. Rika Fairy. Once per turn, sorry. I mean, you tribute it, but it has to be level 4 just for you to even go into a 6 with her. So, meh. But it is a card that you could search. But this is a card that you can search with Glamour. Just to get the combos going. So remember that. Both of these cards you can get with Glamour. This was 1800 attack though, so I'm liking her. You can tribute this card from your hand or face up on the field, or face up field. To target up to 2 plant type monsters you control, reduce their levels by 2 until the end of this turn. During the end phase, if this card is in the graveyard because it was tributed and sent there this turn, you can special summon this card, banish it when it leaves the field. I'm liking Cyclamen better because this card is good fodder for Titanial. Titanial, guys. Titanial. Alrighty. Burning Abyss. So we're just going to read their second effects. If you control... So we're just going to read their last effects here, guys. Because they all special summon. Like spell cards, no spell cards. No spell cards, you just special summon them. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can just send one spell, Burning Abyss spell and trap card from your deck to the graveyard. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can choose one Burning Abyss card from your deck and place it on top of your deck. This one you can target up to 3 Burning Abyss cards in your graveyard, except the same card. Banish them, and if you do, inflict 1,500 points to your opponent's life points. So here's more Burning Abyss support. Alien Psychic. This card is changed to defense position when it is normal summon or flip summon. Monsters with A counters cannot declare an attack. Meh. Balloon Lizard. I remember this card back a long time ago. Put 1 counter on this card during each of your standby phase. When this card is destroyed, inflict damage to your controller of the card that destroyed equal to the number of counters times 400. So I remember, like, you know, 1900 defense, you just sit on this card and then do damage when they destroyed it. So the other Druid special summons this card. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can target 1 continuous spell card in your graveyard, set that target. Set card cannot be activated this turn. Okay. Now we got our world's famous Konami normal cards. Look at them. Everybody look at them. Good and Evil in the Burning Abyss. All right. I remember this card used to be really good in the TCG. This card was really good in the TCG. Oh, man. I know Sean knows about Good and Evil in the Burning Abyss. Beatrice. Yeah, where's Grasses? Yeah, Sean. I'm thinking the same thing, bro. Rank 4 plays with Snowdrop. Yep, you can, Sean. Yep. Sean, but we do have the Ritual spell, which was broken with the actual good Burning Abyss cards. Konami, stop blue balling us. That's a whole lot of normal chops and normal rarity, I know, right? Right, Sean? Golly, man, they're screwing with us. All right. Good and Evil in the Burning Abyss. You must also treat monsters from your hand or field whose total levels equal 6 or more. So you could go more, that's good. 6 or more. During your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard. You could banish this card from your graveyard and send 1 Burning Abyss monster from your hand to the graveyard. Add 1 Burning Abyss card from your deck to your hand. So this is a really good searcher when it's in the graveyard, but it's slow because you have to use it after the turn after it was sent to the graveyard. But it's a searcher, which makes it really good. Because after you use it, you can use its effect to search. Essentially. Feng Shang Mirror. Look at your opponent's hand. Selecting this card 1 spirit monster to the graveyard if spirit monsters exist in his hand. So spirit cock card. Nitro Unit. Equipped to a monster you're on your opponent's side of the field. When you equip monsters, you show up by balancing the graveyard, inflict damage to your opponent's equal to the attack of the equipped monster. Synchronized Realm. Each time you synchro summon a synchro monster, damage to your opponent. Wait, what? Oh. Each time you synchro monster, inflict 500 damage to your opponent. Okay. Detach 1 XYZ material from a monster. Okay. When a TG monster you control destroys an opponent's monster by balancing it to the graveyard, target 1 TG synchro monster in your graveyard, special summon that target. But it has to be by battle, which we all know cards activate from battle is kind of bad. Are pretty bad. The Traveler of the Burning Abyss, trap normal. Target any number of Burning Abyss monsters in your graveyard that were sent there this turn. Special summon them in defense position. Maybe a one of in certain situations, but destroy one face-up monster with an A cannon and inflict 1,000 to each player. Magical threat when your opponent cards in their hand are discarded to the graveyard. Inflict 500 points to your opponent for each card that was discarded. Magical Thorn. Card. During their respect... someone's going to troll with this card. Respect play. Someone's going to troll with this card. During their respective turn, each player must show their opponent their hand. So cards that allow you to just select a card in hand without seeing it, there you go. Dora of Fate. You can activate this card during your opponent's turn. Select one face-up monster on your opponent's side of the field. When you normal summon a monster that is one level lower than the selected monster during your next turn, inflict damage to your opponent's life points equal to the level of the selected monster. So this just does life point damage. Cemetery Bond, life point damage. 50 life points for each card in their graveyard. Cause of the self-destruct button. Was it? No, it was a different it was the actual self-destruct button that was hit in the TCG. But this one just does 1,000 when it gets destroyed. Damage. I think everything else is a reprint here. Everything else is a reprint. Bamboo Scrap is still at 3. Bamboo Scrap, guys. With this deck. I think we make Rika's. I think we give Rika's the Valkyrie treatment, make it an anti-meta deck. I think so. But that is my review. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Tell me what y'all think in the comments down below. Other combos y'all think would be interesting. What cards you think are some good hot cards in the box. Hit y'all up on the next one. Chopper 200. Signing out.